So the water runs when it was raining. Okay, so la misma fachada, ¿vale? En cambio la casa que estaba por aquí tenía solo 2 plantas y cuando se compró para que formara parte del museo construyeron la 3ª planta. Como motivo decorativo So this square name is Pilar Nuevo Square. Un pilar in Spanish can be a column but also a fountain, and we have the fountain everywhere. That fountain is important because back in the days poor people came from very far away to take the water here because they didn't have water at home. But important families had a typical Greek courtyard, which is usually characterized because it has a well or a fountain in the middle of it. So obviously those important families didn't have to come here to protect the water. If you want to see some examples of a typical Canary courtyard, I recommend you to visit Columbus Museum or to the cathedral where you're going to find a beautiful, an amazing one. So a courtyard which is breathtaking. So many of those important families settled when the conquest finished in this street, in Calle Los Balcones, that was named obviously after the balconies, though we don't have so many balconies like probably we had back in the days. Do you remember the military camp Juan Rejón started on the other side where the 3 camps are? So he built a wall surrounding the camp to protect it, and part of the wall finished just right here. When the conquest finished, the wall was destroyed and it was built again a little bit southern to this area. So those important families took the advantage to settle in this street because they wanted to live close to the powers that were situated over there. You can guess how important those families were because of the balconies. The bigger the balcony was, the most important the family was too. It was like a status symbol. Also, it is the only street in this area that faces straight to the ocean. Remember, we couldn't see the ocean over there, and we couldn't see it over there either. Only from here we have this ocean view. Okay? By the way, those 2 buildings, so the 2 with the 2 posters, so are part of the CAM, the Atlantic Center of Modern Art, so the Modern Art Museum that I told you before. So those 2 buildings has the same price and the same timetable than the other one. So it's completely free and it closes at 9. Okay? I'm going to explain this Columbus Museum in Spanish. So while I'm explaining in Spanish, I recommend you to go close to the main door to check if the green stone is natural or painted, because I'm going to ask you later.
Okay.
Hola!
Is it nice inside the cathedral?
Yes.
Yeah?
At least for me, it's very nice.
I think I'm gonna choose this one. I'll go inside.
So be careful because there is a taxi. Gran frente del poder político. El primer poder que se construyó en la plaza fue el poder religioso representado en la catedral y en la casa del obispo. El palacio episcopal y todo ese edificio enterito de esquina a esquina. De hecho, esa fue la primera fachada que se construyó en la plaza en el año 1485, 2 años después de que acabara la conquista, pero los holandeses. Square is Santa Ana Main Square, the first main square built in Spain. A main square with the idea we have nowadays of a main square. So with all the power surrounding the square, being the religious power in front of the political power. The first power built in the square was the religious power we have represented in the cathedral and in the bishop house. The bishop palace is a whole building from corner to corner. In fact, that was the first facade built in the square in the 1485. 2 years later, the conquest finished, but in the 16th century, the Dutch people destroyed that site. This other side kept standing, and that's why we say it has the oldest facade in the square. A few years later, around the 1497, was placed the first stone to build the cathedral, but the cathedral wasn't finished until 400 years later, 4 centuries later. That's why it has many different kind of styles. It's specially made classical inside and neoclassical outside. If you want to visit the cathedral tower, the entrance is over there. It goes at 2:30. You know, can in Latin is dog, right? So canis. There are theories that tell the name of the island is Gran area because there were many dogs, because dogs were very big, or because there were many big dogs. Those theories were the most supported theories during a very long time until very recently research to come out with some new theories that talk about something else. But during a pretty long time, those were the most supported theories. That's why dogs became a symbol to us, and because of that, it's don't be surprised if you see it in front of the island, like in Las Palmas, the Gran Canary shirt that I show you before, and also in a beer company. The beer from here, from Gran Canaria, is the tropical, and the symbol of the tropical is the revolution, and everything is because they are the animal symbol of Gran Canaria. Okay?
Thank you very much for everything.
Thanks to you. Any question?
Thank you. No.
No question?
Just what do you recommend, to go this side or that side?
Both.